Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Scott Hall. I'm a technical analyst with Wallpack Labs. Today's weekly threat brief contains information gathered from open source and Wallpack Labs collections over the last week. For the agenda today, we're going to briefly discuss recent reporting, open source and social media, 7 days of trending, and our keylogger activity. We recently reported on a new cryptocurrency mining botnet named Smamaru. Smamaru, also known as MyKings, propagates using the Eternal Blue exploit, which was developed by the NSA and leaked back in 2017, which many unpatched systems are still vulnerable to even today. Upon infection, Smamaru installs a WMI payload that continues to execute numerous commands, which close processes, change access rights, and even reconfigure the victim's firewall. By using WMIC, the malware is able to trigger additional downloads and commands. The malware establishes persistence by creating an event filter, which runs every 10,000 seconds. Using this is a good way to allow the malware to persist on the victim's computer, but it also allows attackers to update or reconfigure the botnet or push additional new malware out to the botnet as a whole. Currently, Smamaru is mining the cryptocurrency coin Monero, but it could be configured to mine other coins as well. Wallpack Labs identified approximately 316,000 victims connecting to this botnet over a 6-day period. The pie chart there shows a geolocation of the bots. China and Russia are the two top, with roughly the same number of bots each, but there's a breakdown of other countries there as well. In cyber news over the last 7 days, we see new threat actors topping the list. We have Tau 505, GCHQ, and Fin6 as the top three. Tau 505 is a group who Proofpoint states is responsible for one of the largest malicious spam campaigns ever observed. They use it to push Dridex malware, Locky and Jeff ransomware, and also TrickBot. GCHQ is the governmental communications headquarters in the UK. And lastly, Fin6 is a cyber crime group that stole payment card data and sold it for profit on underground markets. The group has a history of aggressively targeting point-of-sale systems and also different sectors like the retail and hospitality sectors. This week in targeted industries, we see lots of hits for medical device manufacturers, followed by telecommunications and transportation, and also healthcare and IT are making the trending list this week. For malware, we see ServeHelper, NJRat, and Winty. ServeHelper is a malware developed by the Tau 505 group that was hitting the list this week for our top and threat actors. NJRat is a remote access Trojan that's been around for a long time, since at least 2013. And we also see Winty making the list this week. Winty is a malware family, but it's also the name of an APT group, a Chinese APT group. They've been known in the past to target the gaming industry, different pharmaceutical industries, and they also made the news in 2017 when they were using GitHub for C2 communication. Top cyber stories in social media include a story about half a billion records from Facebook were exposed on unprotected Amazon cloud servers. Also, we see articles that were trending about the resurgence of Ursnif malware and an article about Fin6 distributing ransom. Last week, we recorded over 208,000 new indicators. These collections include our threat recon, our keylogger and malicious email collections, and also our sinkhole traffic collections. These numbers on the slide indicate the new indicators in the respective collections. These indicators are available to paid Red Sky Alliance members weekly, as well as our blacklists, which come in CSV, FortiSIM, and Proofpoint formats. This next slide here shows APT and botnet indicators collected over the last week. We had 262 unique APT indicators active over the last 7 days. You can use your two-factor authentication to log into CTAC to download these indicators. Please contact us on Slack or via email for assistance with this if needed. This chart here shows our top APT indicators over the last 7 days, the majority of which we saw were Sickipot. Also, we saw Maldi. We also saw this week Tapao and Wekby making the list as well. Botnet activity over the last 7 days remains pretty consistent with our prior trending. 31 Xinjiang Street is still a strong leader, followed closely by the National Internet Backbone for India and China Unicom coming in closely third. On the cloud security front, we see the top high-risk cloud environments are Peak 10, Alibaba, and SharkTech. High-risk cloud environments like GoDaddy have been downgraded to a caution level this week. And our blacklists are published weekly. On the right-hand side here, you can see some of our keyloggers. These come from 4,600 different connections taken from our keylogger sinkholes. Free Red Sky Alliance members receive Terraline products. Paid Red Sky Alliance members receive complete blacklist and API access. For members that are not set up to ingest intelligence, Trusted Internet is the managed security service provider. We use Fortinet Proofpoint products as we push intel to those systems as we manage your systems. Please let us know if you have any questions, and thank you.